against the high cost of living. In fact, those demonstrations of 2023 led eventually to the establishment of the National Dialogue Committee team, the NADCO. But in 2024, when the young people took to the streets in exercise of their constitutional rights, they were killed. They were killed in 2023, by the way. About similar number, basically about 60 to 70 were killed, and we went burying them everywhere. We buried them in Siaya, in Makueni. My colleague was reminding us about Brian after near Wote, after Imali. And Brian, for example, the story was so sad. He had just qualified to go to the university, and his ambition was to go complete his studies, come and build a house for his mother. I was not able to do that, but we all got together with the county government, Makueni. We were able at least to give that lady a house within 1 month when we were burying Brian. So that was in 2023. In 2024, young Kenyans, the Gen Zs, caught world attention, and even today I'm quite sure the international community is watching. I've heard the BBC and others. The lead item is about the remembrance of the very brilliant and bold young Kenyans who came to the streets to, again, in furtherance partly to the issue of high cost of living, but they were now saying this was now being strongly enshrined through the infamous finance bill of 2024. So they came out, armed only with bottles of water, their national flags, and their telephones. And they did what actually became a very heroic action. So today we want to remember them. I remember, for example, Eric Kyalo was shot on the head by a sniper's bullet, and remember young Kennedy Odhiambo in very innocently in Rongai, and we had the testimony of his mother when we went for the memorial service at All Saints Cathedral. Young people. And then after that, the culture of abductions followed. They didn't stop at killing the young Kenyans, but they followed this now with high-handedness, the Sumbarus, the famous Sumbarus. I remember, by the way, in 2023, I was myself put under house arrest. I was not allowed to come out because previous week we went all the way to Wote and other places. We were all over. So brutality has been the order of the day of this Kenya Kwanza administration. Now, today, we just want to remember these young people. Yesterday, when we were launching the People's Restorative Justice Commission, we made it very clear that our intention today was to come and lay wreaths in remembrance of these young people. And I think that is, as their parents, are entitled, and other Kenyans are entitled. We also actually said clearly, we've been saying it, today is a public holiday. Indeed, it is now going to, is it 9 o'clock? And I've never seen the streets of Nairobi being so clear, easy traffic today. A lot of Kenyans have chosen to stay at home in sympathy with what happened on the 25th of June, 2024. That is where we are here. Right. Eugene made it clear, if there are people wielding machetes, pangas, and rungus, that is not our culture. And it is time, and we now need to make it clear when the rungu wielding people, they are demonstrating against the killing of Juan, right? Then these people came out carrying rungus and wherever. They did not stop there. Yeah, not the young people. The organized gangs are the ones who rained terror on shop owners in the streets, in Koinange Street, in Kaunda Street. I remember people who had the electronic shops, for example. Even the police were helping themselves. Amazing.